I thought it was started by now. Please.
I thought so.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore podcast.
Right.
This is what is going on, Robert? What is going on?
What?
I can hear everybody but fucking myself. Okay, so today is August 16th, 2021, and we got a doozy of an episode. Let's introduce the host. God damn you, Bob.
Hi.
John.
You said Bob, so I said hi.
John.
You want me to do introduce everybody? Then?
I don't give a fuck. I'm tapping out.
Just
fuck yeah, dude. All
right. The Big Johnny D on the show.
As everybody knows, I am their Fluff Master Supreme. Supposedly not so mean. Mr. Big Johnny D. And with us today, as always, is our Dark Lord of Knowledge, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Mr. Bobby Monet, here to protect and serve against shitty reboots.
What's up, everybody?
The boss man himself, Mr. TJ Bowser.
What's up?
And the lovable and snuggly, and I'm talking about from personal experience this weekend, Mr. Lord Scuba Steve.
What's up, baby?
What's going on? And welcome to Gore and More. Today is August 16th, 2021, and we are on, holy fuck, episode 150.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus Christmas. We are halfway to 300, gentlemen. That is awesome. Yeah. Oh, sorry, a little inner chat.
Hey, how about that weird ass freaking intro coming in here? That little countdown. That was like the bumpers to the commercials on MTV Liquid Television.
Yes. Thank you.
It's exactly what it looked like.
When I first saw that, dude, it was there's three new intros, and that's definitely like the most acid trip one for sure. Like, I'm just looking at the little thing, I'm explaining to Bobby, I'm like, it's pure 80s retro. That's all I can see. But oh man. Alrighty. So before we jump into today's episode, which we are talking 2002's Ghost Ship, we do our little slice of life. So I'm gonna hand it right over to our Dark Lord, Chad. How you been,
Yo. Not much. Had a pretty quiet weekend. How about the rest of you guys? I don't think we were oh, wait a minute. We did Steel City Con this weekend. It was me, TJ, Scuba Steve, Big Johnny D, and Mr. Cameron Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Had a fantastic weekend. It was great to meet you guys. And yes, in case anybody's wondering, Big Johnny D is a hugger.
I am.
Yes,
He's a very snuggly guy. And you know what? As much as but you know what? I would love to recap some of the great stories, but I really think that would best be saved for a TJ Bowser Power Hour where we just recap with all of us that were there. I think that'd be best, more appropriate, because we could just go on and on, talk about the things we saw, the things we did, and the good times we had. But then we'd never get to talk about this movie, which is kind of the main point here. And I just definitely want to thank you guys for helping me take my mind off of things, because I told you guys, and I guess I feel comfortable telling people that my grandmother is not doing well at all. And I'm okay with it. I got to go to the hospital, say my goodbyes and make peace with it. So I'm all right. And I did pick up some sweet merch down there. I did get, I got the kids a couple things. I got the wife a couple things, and I picked up myself, the Battle at the Sarlacc Pit Return of the Jedi game, which I used to have when I was a kid.
Nice. Complete too, by the way.
Yeah, complete.
Yeah.
The dude said he even counted the cards inside it to make sure everything was complete. Everything's complete. I can't wait to bust it out with the kids.
Did he give you a little list of does it still have the list of everything it's supposed to have in there? Did you?
Yeah, it has the instructions. It has everything.
Titties, dude. Nice.
Yeah. But I think
is the show notes called 150 bitches?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw that the other day. I had a laugh.
Episode 150 bitches.
Okay, just making sure.
We're like, wait, we had to watch a movie called Bitches?
I didn't realize that was the movie this week.
No, it was Beaches. Sorry,
Beaches. Oh, Beach. See, no, I love that movie. It's such a tearjerker.
Is it?
I remember I watched it once with my mom, like when I was a kid. It has Bette Midler in it, so how good could it be?
The only thing I know about it is because they joke about it in Seinfeld. So
I know nothing about it.
Oh, speaking of Seinfeld, John, you should have bought the Timeless Art of Seduction poster.
Honestly, it kind of escaped my mind by the end. Like, dude, once I got into the sale mode this weekend, I kind of like really forgot about all the rest.
And you were on it. You were on it,
dude. You should sell cars or something.
I don't want to fucking sell cars.
I stepped back. I was like, my sales pitch is nowhere near as good as this.
I don't even have a sale pitch, dude. You just got to talk to people.
He's got a point.
I was like, he's so fluffy and lovable. I love it.
I mean,
could you imagine him standing out there in full versus Jason gear, just handing out flyers, like not saying anything, just grunting, like.
Well, the one lady did even say, like, she had to come back. She's like, I gotta say, she's like, you are the nicest acting Jason I've ever met. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. I was like, like, honestly, the cosplay draws them in, but then I gotta hit them with the sales speech before they leave. So, you know, honestly, I feel that worked really well, and we need to incorporate that next time again. So, but yeah, man,
it gave us a little learning curve of, you know, we got a better idea now that what's going to work and what's not going to work.
That is true.
Yep.
I was gonna say the four of us all had the same weekend, pretty much. I mean, varying degrees a little bit.
I think the most important thing to me was us just, you know, getting our name out there, just handing out the flyers and telling people what we do.
Which I think we did very well. We did very well.
But I think the most important thing is that we actually got to fucking meet each other officially face to face after 3.
Well, yeah, I meant business wise. That was the most important thing. Was
no, dude, getting our name out, and that was just really fun, man. Because you could definitely, like, especially the people that were interested in podcasts, people that were like not. Yeah, you could hit them with the, well, why, what's up? Like, you just hate them, or you just never really gave it a shot?
It could be Steve and hit him with something completely different.
I like the guy that. I like the guy walking through. I don't like technology.
What did I hit him with?
Right?
What am I
How
talking
did we
about?
get him though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We hit him with the I had to do that. But I was so mad. I was so mad that I didn't get the moan correctly because I was already like talking and, you know, goofing around and shit. So my throat was kind of like, eh. And so that,
that's the reason. Yes, listen to the Power Hour episode. You'll find out why his throat was like that. So keep going, boys.
Well, you know what?
I'm gonna pass it off to Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve, how was your week, buddy?
Well, man, like you said, we pretty much all had the same weekend, and it was great. It was great finally meeting you guys. Just, you know, when TJ called me and he's like, I'm here at the airport waiting on luggage, and seeing him, it was like, yes, like I felt, you know, sometimes you go places and you just don't feel at home. And I felt right at home with you guys. Like,
right on.
You know, like if we had known each other all our lives, like it was great. Such a great time. I did come back to some bullshit, but you know, we're managing here. One of my youngest kid tested positive for COVID while I was gone. One of the girls on her volleyball team had COVID, and Sam didn't get sick until this weekend. So she's locked up in her room right now. Everything's been sanitized. I have my spray bottle here, and, you know, went back to work today and was not feeling work today at all. All I kept thinking was, why can't I get paid to go to cons all the time? You know, like,
same.
And it sucked. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my job, but it just sucked all the cool out of me to come back to reality, you know, after having such a great weekend with you guys. We did have some trouble on the second airplane I was on. We were supposed to land in San Antonio at 9:55, and I did not get in until almost 11 o'clock. I don't know what happened. I passed out on the plane. So apparently they made an announcement. Apparently they made some announcement that we had to be rerouted for an hour. So we were just up there for an hour, and I had no earthly idea what was going on because I passed out. I was
a hell of a way to wake up.
Tired. Yeah, right. I mean, and I was shitting bricks the entire time that, you know, Cameron was driving me to the fucking airport because I was trying to go to bed early, but we stayed up to almost 1, just bullshitting and talking.
Okay, this is the best part because like Cam and I are like full in like spooky campfire story shit. You know what I mean? Like you're late at night and you're just doing scary stories and or talking about stupid shit. Whatever. Scoobs is trying to get sleep. He is. He's tuckled out nice in, and I thought he was asleep. But every once in a while, Cam and I would hit on something, dude. And then Steve would just be like, "Yeah, man." And I just go right fucking back, dude. And he did it for over like an hour every time. Like I think he was asleep. And yeah, it was easily like by 1:30 we went to bed, and you guys were probably up by like 3:30, so you might have got 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I mean, but it was good, man. It was a good drive, you know, driving in, seeing, you know, the little bit of Pittsburgh that I got to see. Monroeville was great.
You got both tunnels and the whole city.
I
a
know,
little bit of Pittsburgh.
It's the little bit.
Both tunnels in a hole.
Yep, I went through both tunnels. It was great.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it was really cool, man. The scenery was great. Like, I love the change of scenery. We don't have that down here, and it was just great being around all of that. Definitely want to go back soon and just go have a blast again. So that's really pretty much all I've been doing. And then I made friends with a couple of people from the school that they have there, the Makeup Effects School, and
Savini's, wasn't it?
I think it was Savini School. And so we've been chatting, like they watched my shitty movie after I told them not to watch it. And so we had a whole conversation about that. And I don't know, man, it might be in my future. Like I'm really considering it. Like I said, after this weekend, like a switch just flipped.
My new neighbor.
I don't know. I don't know, guys. Scoobs may be making a move.
Come up to the northeast.
sweet.
You'll be a better place for you.
I don't know. There is one downside. There's one
Tacos.
downside. Actually, two downsides. My
We had
grandmother.
tacos.
No.
I know.
And the Mexican food. That is the two things. But then I think, maybe I could open a taco truck or something and show these
Motherfucker, what's
motherfuckers
up?
what
Yeah.
real Mexican fucking food, Tex-Mex food, I should say, Tex-Mex food, because it's not Mexican food, it's Tex-Mex. But yeah, man, I had a great weekend, and you know, looking forward to next time. So, Bobo, what have you been up to, man?
Well, unlike you guys, I was not at the show. I was not at any show. I am, as I could tell here, I'm still on vacation. My vacation started Saturday night.
Yeah,
So I was down. I'm down here with family. So if you hear noises, it's family. That's exactly what it is.
it's all
So,
good.
you know, but that's what I'm doing. I'm chilling out, relaxing, and then going to do other stuff after this. But yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah. We're
Chilling, not working on requires relaxation, and working
yeah, I
out's
hope
about
you're
it.
just, are you doing case races?
Absolutely
Yeah. Who's winning? Are you a
Always.
team or is it just solo?
solo.
Whoa. No, dude.
Someone's got to do it, you know. So,
Oh.
but it's me. So, and
I haven't done a case race in like fucking 15 years, man.
I think I've done 2 already, you know, and I've outbeat myself the second time.
A full 30 rack?
And you've only been there since Saturday night.
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Good for you, dude.
Beast mode.
Right.
But no, everything's here good. I lost my voice, so if I'm talking low, that's why the voice is shot right now.
You sound
Too
sexy.
hard there, right?
Well, you know, now if I start getting DMs, we're gonna have a problem here.
Too late.
But no, everything's been good with me. Like I said, I'm on vacation. Johnny, we didn't hear you yet, so go for it.
Oh boy. Well, once again, I was hanging with the boys. That was fun. Got to escape the household for a little bit, so haven't done that in a long ass time. That was nice as well. So like almost literally no responsibilities besides pushing the podcast or the network, actually, I should say. But yeah, man, I had a great time. It was I haven't hit a con in like almost. Well, I did hit a shitty little one at the end of 2019, but I don't count that because it was just so tiny. But I haven't hit a good con in like 3 years like that. So that was nice. And I feel like we learned a lot of things where we want to take it. And I'm excited to see where we go for the next time. And do we want to announce potentially when we're not yet? Okay.
Not yet.
That's fine. Say this still a while out. But there'll be plotting, planning, scheming. No, it was fun, man. I wish there was a few people that we could have met up with, but as anybody that goes to cons knows, and especially works at them,
Yeah.
you lose time and shit just gets busy, man. So hopefully in the future that'll happen. But saw a lot of awesome costumes this weekend, and kudos to anybody listening. Good job. That's all I'm gonna say. And I hope we got some new fans out there. We did get some people that went right to our website and everything, so I'm hoping they're man. I even sold them on it just by telling them we were doing Ghost Ship today.
Nice.
Because as soon as I was like, by the way, I was like, just this Monday, we're going to be covering Ghost Ship. And a lot of the ladies, especially, they were like, oh my God, I love that movie. And I'm like, right? Who doesn't?
Who doesn't love that movie?
Chime in and check us out. No, it was good shit, man. And I liked our neighbors. I thought we had great table neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
I would say even the guys across the row, they were cool as hell. I felt bad for everybody knocking over their games and shit all the time, but
I lost count. I lost
dude,
count.
it was I gave
42 in the first day alone.
Yep.
That was Friday.
That was
Friday.
I actually did the full
42 times, and that was just the DS games. Nobody started knocking over the Super Nintendo games until Saturday. Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
And there's a
look at that
puppy.
cutie.
Look at the puppy.
But no, man, it was good shit. I had a long ass drive home, so I got home last night about midnight-ish and got the car at least unpacked and said fuck it, went to bed, and then I felt like head hit pillow, alarm went off, I had to get up, and I was like, oh, what the fuck just happened, dude?
It's one of the worst feelings in the world.
Oh yeah, so after we cut it tonight, my ass is gonna be hitting that pillow hard again. I'm saying fuck dinner, going right to bed.
I hear you.
But last but not least, boss man,
What's up? Oh, there we go.
How you been, buddy?
Well, I finally caught up on sleep. Yeah, things were not easy for me for the convention. I kind of overworked myself from the get-go and then kind of zonked out there by the last day. So if I look like hell on the last day, I was aware and I apologize. Yeah, life happens and I had to work that night. So, yeah, good shit. But I am back home now. I am unpacked. I'm feeling a little bit better. It's still a little bit grumpy, but it is what it is, brother. But as always, the cream of the crop rises at the top. And this last Wednesday, I went to AEW Dynamite. And then Friday, I went to AEW Rampage, the very first AEW Rampage ever. Matter of fact, making history there in Pittsburgh. And it was absolutely fantastic. The pops were huge. And the wrestling was absolutely excellent. And the show, of course, you guys will hear on the next episode of the Power Hour, was amazing. It was just truly an experience to behold, to see my boys here after years and years of head streaming with these boys, these fucking floating head streams. It's just different to be able to see these guys in person, especially like Scoobs talked about that moment whenever he emerged through the doorway, that it was like fucking it's on, bitches. And then that's just how it was. And it was like that until the very last moment when we departed on Sunday. And it was a great experience, and I can't wait to share that experience with all you guys on the Power Hour. So without further ado, let's do this week's film. That is 2002's Ghost Ship, more like 13 Ghosts 2, directed by Steve Beck, written by Mark Hanlon and John Pogue, whatever you want to say, produced by Joel Silver. Is that a capital I, Chad?
That must be.
Okay. Robert Zemeckis, of all people, and Gilbert Adler, starring Gabriel Byrne as Sean Murphy,
baby.
Juliana Margulies. Is that it? Margulies?
Yeah, Margulies, yeah.
As Maureen Epps, Ronald Eldard as Dodge, Desmond Harrington as Jack Ferryman, Isaiah Washington as Greer. The guy was in
You just said it earlier.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Alex Dimitri. Somebody fucking say that one.
Dimitrades
as Santos, Carl fucking Urban, as Chad requested it to be said, as Munder, Emily Browning as Katie Harwood, and Francesca Francesca Rettondini as
Let the
Francesca.
Italian guy take care of that.
Music by John Frizzell, cinematography by Gail Tattersall, edited by Roger Barton, distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures, released October 25th, 2002, runtime of 90 minutes, or midgets, That way, Steve can get it in.
Thank you for that. My heart is whole, and I am complete now.
TJ, why don't you say slightly offensive stuff on the streams anymore? Budget $68.3 million trailer. Chad, say it.
Roll that beautiful beam footage, baby.
John, do it.
Mr. Murphy, I'm Jack Ferryman. I fly the Arctic Weather Patrol. Last month, I was out in the middle of the strait when I came across this.
Congratulations. You found a boat in the middle of the ocean.
What do you think a ship like this could be worth?
Depends on if we have the right to salvage it. I do know one thing. Sea gives you an opportunity, you take it.
Yo, Murph, I think you should get up here.
It's an ocean liner.
It's the Antonio Graza.
Any sign of what might have happened?
Nothing. No passengers. No crew. No captain. No mention of anything in the ship's log. What do you make of that?
A ghost ship.
I think I saw something I couldn't possibly have seen. I think I saw a little girl.
I know all of this isn't real.
We're all trapped here. I want to show you something.
I told you guys earlier that there was something seriously wrong with this boat. Haunted, possessed, whatever you want to call it. I said we get our boat going and get the hell out of here.
What are we gonna do? We have got to get off this boat now.
Bon voyage.
Yeah, alrighty.
I'm not laughing at the trailer. I'm laughing at the chat we have going on.
I know you are because I'm laughing at the same fucking thing.
I was hoping for it when
all I'm gonna say is that is for the Patreon.
No, seriously, yeah.
We're going straight to OnlyFans. Fuck Patreon. We're going straight to OnlyFans.
No, I want.
Bobby,
Oh,
there we go. Sorry,
I want double money flow. Sorry, I want double money flow. I'm in the yellow right now.
Okay.
You're good. All right.
Read it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's not jump into discussion as we've been doing. So I believe
read this bitch and let's do it.
You read it because this is your pick.
It is my pick. I forgot it was.
No, this was my pick.
This was your
see?
pick.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Johnny trying to tell me it's not.
Whoops.
Okay, I'll run down. After discovering a passenger ship missing since 1962, floating adrift on the Bering Sea, salvagers claim the ship as their own. Once they begin towing the ship towards harbor and find a fortune in gold bars, a series of bizarre occurrences happen, and the group becomes trapped inside the ship. They soon discover they are not alone, and not everyone will escape the ghost ship.
Fancy.
All right. Dun, dun, dun. So now we can discuss.
Yes. I mean, for me, in the CGI, plain and simple, you could see it. But I if that was polished a little more, I actually would have said it's a really good movie. I still feel there are some also plot holes, which I'm sure we'll get into as we discuss. But overall, a decent movie for sure. From my experience, young watching it and now watching it for the show.
Right. So this wasn't anybody's first time watching it, or was this okay?
I hadn't seen it in years. I want to say I haven't seen it since I saw it the first time, but I liked it a lot more now than I did the first time I watched it.
I've always enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. Like this has always been
Yeah.
a fun movie for me. Like I know it's not the best movie by any means, man, but it's like I don't know. Ocean horror. It's a small niche. It's a niche, but it's a smaller niche.
It ain't death
I
shit.
love it.
I don't know. I haven't seen that shit.
I haven't seen that one yet
I'll
either.
let you know.
It's that's
We have to watch that to compare and contrast.
Well,
Oh, we
if
also
we
have
had
to
more
watch-
time, we should have done that.
We also have to watch Ghost Boat.
Ghost Boat.
Ghost
yeah.
Boat?
Yeah, Ghost Boat.
Is that the Korean one?
no,
I think.
it's a Canadian.
Is it is it
No,
2017?
there's a Korean one too.
Oh, wait, no,
Ghost
I'm thinking of a different movie. I mean, I will say this: of the two main ones, Death Ship and this, Death Ship has the better poster.
It does.
Oh, fighting words.
Well, no, back then, that's when they actually, had artists to draw them versus
Yep.
all this fucking photoshopping.
Fair enough.
And this was funny because we're sitting there watching this movie last night. My wife's like, "Oh, is this like that movie where they?" And she describes a couple things that already happened in the movie. I'm like, "Yeah, that's this one. You've seen it." Oh, okay. Okay, that's why it seemed familiar then.
Well, fair. No, man, I don't know. It's like we discussed earlier. It's 13 Ghosts on the Ocean.
It literally
Yeah.
came out a year after.
It's the same company. Same
13 Ghosts is a fun movie too. Although I always liked House on Haunted Hill better though.
The remake of House on Haunted Hill.
Ooh, more than-
sucks. Let's just be
more
real.
Ooh, I don't know.
More
man.
than 13 Ghosts?
That ending
No.
hits hard.
I don't like the remake.
I have
Sorry.
to agree with Chad. I think the ending hits hard. I think it's pretty good.
I agree.
And I think
it
I
was really
prefer
good.
Matthew Lillard.
I like the ghost titties. I can't
I mean,
help it.
right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm a fan of ghost titties.
We got to pick the lesser of the three evils here, guys. I mean, this
Right,
is
this
early
is the
2000s horror. This is fucking Poop Town.
This is yeah, but it's like
I mean, this ain't no Wes Craven, but I mean, like,
Here we go.
Okay,
Here we go.
this coming from the guy that made me write on the whiteboard at our booth. Wes Craven is overrated. Changed my mind.
Yeah.
2 seconds after that, I was like,
Wait a minute,
Robert's
yeah.
back there. We're taking this down.
That's why he left. He got word. That's why he left.
He's like,
He's like, "Bye, I'm
"Fuck
outta
those guys."
here."
See what happened on Saturday at 2 p.m. I'm sorry.
oh man. I feel bad for those people, man. They got
Right. You'll hear about it more on the next Power
Yeah.
Hour. Stay tuned.
yeah, go back to Ghost Ship, dude. Like
I'll
yes.
tell you, man, I did see some nice photo ops that people posted with him. So
Oh, good.
That's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people had a good. The lines aside, people that actually interacted with Robert said they had a really good time with it.
Yeah, they all look like they were having they all
Hey!
look like awesome photos. So
At least we didn't have plexiglass.
boom.
True that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to do a little sidebar. Scoobs, did you see why Monica was not at her booth when we went through the first time?
No, I did not. So
Apparently, did you find out about it?
No. Because remember, we had asked the guy where she was, and he said she'll be right back. So you went back to the table, and I went to go look at patches, and then I never even heard my phone go off to you guys telling me she's right there. So I had no idea what was going on. I just showed up. It was coincidence.
But apparently, the reason she got up and left her booth is because somebody went up to her and told her she's a horrible actress and shouldn't even be at the con, and
What
she
the
left
hell?
in tears.
No.
Yes.
And then she came around and you guys bought her a hat.
That's
I flirted with her.
terrible.
I flirted
Yeah, you
with her
did.
so hard. So hard.
That's utterly terrible that someone would say that to someone. Utterly terrible.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. You just don't tell someone that to their face. If you want, it's uncool. No matter what.
Dick.
Hey, she stopped by a
Unless you're
Project
any
Louder
dick.
booth and got a pick me up, and that's all that matters, guys.
Yeah, she did. We helped her. Whoop, whoop.
There you go.
Yeah, she was a very
Again,
sweet
this
girl.
will all be recapped in the Power Hour episode.
Yes.
But it is a good song.
It's a great story. I just think, Scoobs, you paid for a photo op for her that got canceled, and we got a photo op with her anyway with a funny story.
Yes.
Mhm.
And those pictures are priceless.
Especially mine. Your
We'll talk
photo
about
bomb,
that
my
later.
God.
We will
That's
talk
so
about
funny.
that later.
Okay, yeah, let's continue on with Ghost Ship. This is so funny.
You did right, Brody. I was trying, Brody. I'm not even lying. I was trying. You can ask the boys. Ask the boys.
There was
I
a
trying.
conversation had that was like, you don't gotta leave till 4:30, broski. There's time.
God.
Fucking A. So where are we at, John?
We're still discussing.
We're still discussing.
You know, and like I saw this movie in theaters and I liked it. You know, it's not a perfect movie, but it's something you can just watch on, you know, kind of turn your mind off and enjoy, get lost in the moment.
Yeah.
You don't have to overthink. Excuse me. You don't have to overthink it. It's a fucking Dark Castle Productions movie.
Right. You could either watch this with, I feel, obviously 13 Ghosts, or even maybe Deep Rising. Like if you want to just do like a let's do an Ocean Terror or Top of the Ocean Terror.
Yeah.
You could even watch it with Event Horizon.
You could.
Although Event Horizon is the superior movie.
I would end it on Event Horizon though, I feel.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with Event Horizon.
Word. So
it wasn't a bad movie, you know.
No.
It gets a bad rap. It wasn't a bad movie. It's got an interesting story, you know. The CGI for me was really the only downfall of the film, but
yeah,
I thoroughly enjoyed rewatching it.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I didn't get to watch the full thing, but I've seen this thing like over like 20 goddamn times, so it's not.
Yeah, so my main issue with this film is that, like their other productions, that it just stylistically it follows so closely, and then all the same well with the thematically as well as the story direction. I just feel like a lot of them just suffer from the same problems that is that late 90s, early 2000s horror. What do you even want to call it? Just
music. It's music video horror.
Yeah,
basically.
That's how I do that whole scene, which I do enjoy that scene. But when it explains everything and it's doing time loops and fucking shit like that, like
that should have been in an Oceans movie, though. But then, you know, you can draw the comparisons as well. That there's
fair
also,
enough. You know what? That's not wrong.
Point.
It was totally a heist movie.
It was though.
But there's also like Christopher Nolan Inception type moments where you can see like, well, if you turn this up, maybe this is a whole movie in and of itself with some of these things that they touch on. It's like there's some really cool concepts here that never are really explored or touched on and are just kind of passed off by this half-ass ferryman story. Now, it's cool and everything within the concept. But then again, I just feel like it's just rushed there at the end in order to just to tie it up. Now, maybe there's a longer cut of this film that exists that kind of maybe sweetens it up a little bit. But I think that this film suffers like the other films by these people, that it just kind of follows too closely to what they established there in 13 Ghosts with the way that they make things.
I mean, it follows the formula. If you don't have a big explosion at the end, it's gonna suck.
I mean, if you like it, like Chad Syke, if you like cinema that doesn't challenge you and you just want to be able to shut your brain off, this film can be comfort food to you. But you know what? Some of us like spicy shit, and I rather like films that challenge you. So,
agreed.
Spicy tots.
I like
But
both.
every once in a while, you got to take a little break from that too, though.
But no, you're right, dude. Like, this isn't one that I feel like this is almost like, well, depending. This could almost be like family horror because, like, besides the beginning, it's not like over the top, really gory or anything. You know what I mean? Like, besides that initial scene. So I don't know.
What's more 2000s than that dude jamming out while he's steering the boat, checking the radar?
Dude, it was Monday.
That is 100%. 100%.
Yeah, when it started playing, I was like, I forgot this song was in this movie. I was like, hell yeah.
It's in it a few times, I feel like.
At the end, what's in it at the end?
Yeah,
too.
right? Yeah. So that's gonna get best song.
I hear that song all the time. It plays on my iPod.
Right. I mean, like I said, dude, it's an entertaining movie. It's not anything that's gonna like go crazy on it. But
I thought Juliana Margulies was sexy as hell in this movie.
She was
100% agreed.
Like, oh baby.
We'll get to that point later. So should we take a peek behind the curtain?
I'd be delighted. 1 second, I'm gonna pull that up. Oops, wrong thing. There we are.
That's all well and good, boys.
Oh,
pull it out, you mean?
Katie's cutting in. Snip, fucking snip. Howdy doody there, folks. It is I, your DKB, back for another episode of Gore, and this week I wanted to talk to you about Ghost Ship. Now, Ghost Ship to me, when I was a teenager, I really, really enjoyed this film. Me and my mates would watch it. And I guess I was at that right age of where I was starting to understand the horror genre a little bit better. And Dark Castle were pumping out some pretty nifty little horror gems at the time. I mean, 13 Ghosts, classic, same director as this film. And not only that, House on Haunted Hill remake, I kind of enjoyed that. But, yeah. So upon reviewing this film tonight, or before rewatching it, a little part of me was going, look, Brody, don't expect it to be as good as it was when you were a kid. And you know what? That's okay. I went in with an open mind. And yes, I was a little bit let down. And that is mainly due to the fact we get this fantastic fucking opening shot that sets the bar high and sets the tone for the rest of the film. You're like, holy fuck, the execution pays off extremely well. And it's like, we've got to put up with this for the next fucking hour and a half. I'm all for it. But that's where it loses me. It starts off so strong and then it slowly gets into the story and then it struggles to make its way back up the hill. And yes, we do get some like little nifty kills here and there. And yes, I do consider it shining on water. I mean, I guess that's where they were going with it. Yeah. But it really doesn't do it for me in the end. And the ending feels like it's really rushed. Like it's like the twist. It's like, hurry up, we've got to get this shit done so we can get it over. It felt like
I believe we said the same
thing. It didn't even feel like a twist. And if it was meant to be a twist. I will say the acting was pretty decent throughout the film. I really enjoyed the acting from these characters. I'm not going to say it's an all-star A-list cast, but I still find B-listers somewhat enjoyable in a way. What I've got to give my hat off to is the fact that Dark Castle, doesn't matter what film it is, their production design is always spot on. I mean, on this film, fantastic. I mean, we do get some shitty CGI every now and then, but that's beside the point. Production design, I know I've got to give a huge shout out because it is the same director as this film, like I mentioned. 13 Ghosts, I mean, the glass maze to the bedrooms, fantastic shit. I love it. It's creative. It's executed extremely well. Bravo, Dark Castle production team, whatever. Fucking. Yeah, so cut a long story short, I'm going to have to give this film a 2.8. I'll go with a 2.8 this week.
Ooh.
And this is your
wonderful.
Me signing out. You enjoy your evening, gentlemen, and I shall catch you next week. Cheers.
Right on.
Yeah, buddy. All right.
And I'd like to say, Brody, it looks like that hand is healing up real nicely too, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boys.
So I totally thought that our main actress, this Juliana, was the same girl that was the singer. And
Did you...
I thought that for some reason.
Wait, you thought she was Francesca?
I did.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I don't think we've ever seen Juliana Margulies' titties.
No, I don't think we have.
No.
To Google.
Francesca's 53 right now, and she looks fantastic.
Must be an Italian thing.
Yeah, she works primarily in Italian cinema and has since then. Her last film was 2012.
And she does not speak English.
No. Awesome.
That's it. That is in my notes.
And I think that's one of the major gripes with this film is I wish that, they talk quite frequently about this is an Italian ocean liner and stuff. And I just didn't feel like it was elaborate or stylistic enough for it at that time. Just my opinion, watching films of that era, I just feel like, they went out of the way to make the concept that Italian ocean liners weren't as fast as American ones, but they were just giant art pieces on the water. And I don't think that was as reflected as it could have been on this film. Just production design problem that I have with it, but
fair.
The giant fish tanks didn't do it for you,
huh? I think the closest thing we get is maybe the ballroom scene, which we'll talk about when we get talk about the best scene type thing, because I really enjoy that.
All right. So yeah, Chad, let's spread.
Okay, so this was originally conceived as a relatively bloodless psychological horror about 4 salvage crew members who turn against one another in greed and vitriol after being stranded in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean aboard the remains of a cruise ship, believed to have been lost in the 60s. The idea was to create The Shining on a boat. In this script, Murphy was the actual killer, and after the boat crashes into the rocks and begins to sink, he attempts to leave with the gold and inadvertently kills himself, while Epps makes it out alive with Katie's help. Much of the gore in the film was not in the script. 2 additional crew members were also written into the story. This script was drastically altered by Joel Silver, the producer. In 2014, drama actress Juliana Margulies said the original script is why she and the rest of the cast signed on to star. And once they got off the plane in Australia, they were handed a totally different script, and she was heartbroken, but by then they were contractually bound and could not back out.
Now, so technically this could have been an LCE pick.
Yep. Yeah.
Could have been.
Okay.
And that would have been, I would have loved to have seen that original concept for the movie.
That would have been cool
That
to
sounds. That just sounds.
Wonder if Brody
Lot more
claims
like
this
The
as an
Shining.
exploitation classic.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, like I said, my boy Carl Urban's an Australian, so we got that.
True that.
The ghost captain tells Gabriel Byrne's character that the Antonio Graza rescued a ship called the Lorelei. Rescuing the ship is what eventually led to the destruction of the Antonio Graza and the death of all its passengers. De Lorelei is a German poem about a siren-type woman who lures boats to ruin and sailors to their deaths.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah, this is like 2 really decent ideas put together that it makes a poop town idea.
Poop town.
Woofa.
I mean, yeah,
Oh, is he a Kiwi?
I believe so.
New Zealand, Australia, it's the same to us.
Uh,
That's like confusing Americans and
Hold on.
with us, Bobby.
Sorry, wrong
nope, he's in
button.
there.
He went to go mute. We
Wrong
appreciate
button.
the effort, Robert.
The scene on the foredeck where the captain and the passengers were dancing and the scene in the ballroom was a common tradition at the time near the end of a transatlantic voyage. These were usually held as the ship approached the end of the trip near the coast, and these balls were called the captain's balls.
The captain's balls.
He's got
Can you
balls.
be
Fuck
attending
outta
the captain's
here.
balls?
Captain's ball. It's called the captain's ball.
Is Bobby frozen for everyone else in a really strange way?
No.
Why? I'm
Oh.
here.
Oh,
he's here.
he's frozen on my screen like it's like a wreck screenshot or some shit. It's
Oh, dude, that
terrifying.
happens to me all the time. I'm glad it's not me for a change.
Watch that movie, man.
The opening floor deck sequence of the film, where everyone is severed in a torso area by a cable, was originally conceived to be that everyone was decapitated, but the studio didn't like the idea as they thought that was too horrific.
Yeah,
No.
fuck that.
But yeah, but we can, saw a dude through.
Yeah, let's cut people in
fucking
half instead.
mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's cut them in
Why
half and have
not?
them wriggle around in pain.
and
whatever.
try and reattach
So-
their own legs.
Funny enough, you brought that up because in the little documentary thing I watched, they were talking to it was what KNB and then who else was it? There was 2 effects teams on this. But they even bitched about that. They were like the studio didn't want decapitation, but they want everybody to get cut in the middle, which means we're going to add a lot more guts and blood. And okay, sure.
I think
I don't know.
decapitation would have made more sense, especially with the way that the wire went.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's my biggest beef of that scene is like everybody gets cut all over the okay, the
Except for the captain.
The captain makes sense because he ducks down because he's trying to protect her. So I get why he would get it there, but everybody else should get it rated in the same midsection area. But I don't know.
Height differences.
I guess
That had to come into play.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely would have some hands and stuff if people were holding up drinks and everything too. I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, you did see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
but
Now,
still awesome.
I don't remember because I was watching the movie, but of course I was on my phone also. Did they was that a trap set up, or did that just
no?
happen
That was
on
just the
accident?
actual cable, and somebody released the.
They put the
stop
pulley
on it.
system.
Yeah, and it just was very dangerous. You don't do that.
You don't do that on the ghost boat.
No,
But they
And the
did.
ghost boat.
I mean, when you got to kill 100 people in 2 seconds, and you don't have explosives,
And
you
and
don't
like
want to use explosives because you're on the boat.
I said, that was a great opening scene.
Yeah,
It's
I-
very memorable, and especially because of how gory it is. So
Yes.
I don't get the logistics behind the studio saying they didn't want decapitations, but
I don't get it either. In 2016, the media website Coming Soon named the film's opening scene one of the greatest in horror film history.
Well, there you go.
that helps sell
Steve,
the
Yes.
flyers.
some people haven't watched Phenomena. Okay.
That is a great opening. That is a great opening.
I don't remember. It's been a long time. You have to message me later. I don't remember how it opens.
I have not seen it, so I would
It's been
not
almost
know.
15 years since I've seen it, I think.
Which one's for now? I'm fucking brain farting on it completely.
The one with the very young Jennifer Connelly. She was
Okay.
like 14 when she did this movie.
Argento kills his own daughter with a sheet of glass, then cuts her fucking head off and throws it in a fucking river.
And it goes floating down the fucking river.
And then it starts.
Okay, that's a pretty good intro. I thought that was the opening, but I couldn't remember.
Yes.
Why haven't we watched that yet?
We watched it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
No, I mean this.
Well, we will.
All right. Back to the notes.
I want in on that episode.
There's
I'm telling you,
monkeys too.
Next year we're doing a whole bunch of Argento and Fulci films.
Fuck yeah.
The year of the Italians.
I'm gonna be diving into some shit that I have no
There you
idea.
go. That'll
You're gonna have to
yes,
start the show a little bit earlier then, Chad.
that would love to. That would love to. Yes, that would love to be done.
So we're gonna start doing Gore more around the world and just start picking like
Gore and more nothing but foreign films for the whole fucking year.
We could totally do that.
Yes,
foreign
we should.
horror films.
possible.
I wouldn't object to that at all.
I mean, we've already done one out of the 3 years.
Where we at?
Continuing. Emily Browning was present to watch the special effects makeup process of the severed toes for the opening scene to ensure that she was not traumatized.
Hello
Keep
there.
going.
Just open by itself?
Oh, okay, all right, I'll keep going.
No, Steve wants it to.
I do. I so do
I'm
want
fixing my tripod. Keep going.
Okay, Jack Ferriman's Soul Collector character is named for Charon the Ferryman, the Greek mythological spirit who collected souls from one side of the river Styx and ferried them across to Hades. Also, the painting at the end of the Grand Hall is inspired by Michelangelo's depiction of Charon in the Last Judgment fresco. Although it shows Poseidon instead of Charon, the position and painting arrangements are exactly the same.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Would-be director Steve Beck's This would be director Steve Beck's last feature film as a director. He previously directed another Dark Castle horror film, which was his directorial debut, 13 Ghosts.
Look at that.
So, like, he literally did 13 Ghosts in this, and that was it.
That's it? Huh.
He was like, I made my mark. I'm out.
He's like,
Peace
bye.
out, bitches.
He pulled Homer in the bushes and was just like,
That's
it. See you later.
Although not mentioned in the actual episode, the original Mythbusters proved that a cable could not, in fact, cut a person in half, let alone an entire deck full of people on their season 4 episode, Killer Cable Snaps.
God damn it, Mythbusters. I fucking love you and hate you sometimes.
I know.
I know they are. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Cable,
I mean,
like,
but it's like an iron cable. Like, I
guess it would depend on. It would have to depend on the tension of it, but I could see their point where it would probably end up just ripping everybody off the edge.
That was my thought
like,
too when
it'd
I'm
be
watching.
like
I'm
a
like,
big
wait, wouldn't you just pull
clothesline.
them off?
Right.
Like, it would probably slice the first couple people for sure. But
All right, keep going. I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
1, 2.
and then there were 3.
That's right. All righty. Where we at, Chad Daddy?
The theatrical poster for Ghost Ship was inspired by the poster for Death Ship, another film about a haunted ocean. Yeah.
So, do you know what Death Ship's actually about? Like, I don't. Like, I've only heard
never
it just
seen
because
it.
you guys have talked about it.
It's a
so I have
similar
no
setup
idea.
where they find a ship, like it's like an abandoned ghost ship, but it's like an old Nazi death ship. Like they actually killed people on it, I think.
Sorry, guys. My kid just got home.
Cameo. Yeah. He just did what you did to Chad's photo.
Yes, he just.
Oh my God.
Yes.
He just podcast on there. Love it.
He thinks he's cool now that he's got a car. So, you know.
Oh.
He can go where he wants when he wants.
Ooh, I remember them days. All of a sudden, the fucking subs will start coming. I don't even know if that shit still goes down. That's how you start with 10s, then you get 12s, then you fucking.
Do people still do that though?
Down
it's
here,
still
they do.
there. It's still
They do?
there.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't feel it's such the influx anymore as it was in the 2000s, thanks to Fast and the Furious franchise.
What's your favorite Fast movie?
I actually really enjoy Tokyo Drift.
Same.
I'm between Tokyo Drift and Too Fast, Too Furious because I like the whole heist aspect.
Ejectocito goes.
Except for I fucking hate that CGI race scene when they're going for the fucking Mustang and the I can't even remember what the fuck the other
Where's
one
Robert?
was. He had a refresh and he'll be back. But yeah, like where they were doing the fucking grill. Like, why do they got to do that in CGI? Fuck off. Just race. Like,
I'm partial to the first one. I like the first one.
I enjoy the first one. And I even, when you start going crazy in the heist shit, I like 5. 4 was Poop Town for sure. 5 wasn't terrible.
I was in this one group I'm in. I don't remember what it is, but they were talking, and this lady was just bitching about the Fast and Furious movies, saying, "Oh, it's just Vin Diesel, screaming out family like it's a catchphrase." I'm like, what fucking movies have you watched? He literally has never done that. And she's like, "Oh, I quit." And she's like, "Oh, I quit watching after Tokyo Drift." And I'm like, "So of the 3 Fast and Furious movies you watched, one of them had Vin Diesel."
Well, he's in 3. He was
that cameo at the end doesn't count.
I know, but I know. He's still there. DK, Donkey Kong.
You can do anything with family.
That's right. See, honestly, I also do enjoy 2, but 2, the reason I enjoy 2 is because of fucking Ludacris. Because
Ludacris is great.
And so when they brought him back in like 5 and shit, I was just like, "Yep, I'm sold on 5." Like
any scene with Ludacris and Tyrese is
my god,
comedy
gold.
Like just give me that spin-off movie, like
the new movie,
The Rock, and
yes, exactly,
Dude,
and that's what I said.
They put them into space.
Yes,
they put those two into space at the end of the
it was fucking hilarious.
At 9,
yes, they go into space in a fucking car with rockets.
Yeah, it was a fucking Fiero. It was an old Fiero.
Yeah, they're in space, dude, and it is the funniest shit. I would love a movie with just those two, just those fucking two.
Oh my god.
But it's like if you get Kevin Hart and The Rock together, that's like the comedy that's just it's great.
Who did cameo in Hobbs and Shaw?
Yeah,
did he?
Kevin Hart, yeah.
He was on the airplane, right?
Or something?
Yeah, he was TSA agent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I haven't watched any of them, so
Hobbs and Shaw was really good.
I think
I did not see it.
I can't believe we're actually talking fucking Fast and Furious. I think
yeah, so seriously, I don't
like what the fuck. 6 was the one where they were rolling a tank down the highway, right?
I don't even remember.
Like, dude, he was just driving a tank, literally just rolling over fucking cars. Like families were just like flat.
Was it?
I think fucking Michelle Rodriguez was in there with him.
Yeah.
Something like that. Because she was like,
yeah, I think that's right.
Oh, she was the bad guy. That's when she was.
Yeah,
she lost her.
That was the last one I saw. I don't know. So, anyways, back to fucking.
Let's get back to this.
That was a hell of a sidebar.
Yeah, how did we even get the fuck there, dude?
That's the next Fast and the Furious sequel. Fast and the Furious Ghost Boat 7.
Ghost ship. Ghost ship versus Fast and Furious.
No. You know what the next one's going to be? Fast 10, your seatbelts.
If it's
like, there's
not,
been so many.
if it's
there's been
not,
so many memes about that.
Oh shit!
If that's not on at least a tagline or a poster, I'll be very upset.
It's kind of disappointing that they're not going to have The Rock in any more of the Fast and Furious movies, though.
Because he's probably like, I don't want to fucking do that shit.
He does not get along with Vin Diesel at all.
Well, yeah, man. They both want the top billing. It's not
but he's still going to do more movies as Hobbs. They're going to do more Hobbs and Shaw movies.
Because, that's weird. I mean, he's still sharing billing with Statham. Unless he thinks he's bigger than Statham now, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, he is, literally.
Well, yeah. He's like,
yeah. There we go. Continuing on. Well, this was the first Dark Castle Entertainment horror film released to be based on an original concept, as the original idea for the company was to remake William Castle horror films, which the previous few films were, though it was still critically panned like their previous releases.
You better give that dog a bite.
Look at him just staring at
Look
you.
at him staring.
Dude, I can see the dots coming out of that poor puppy's eyes, just right at that burrito or whatever the fuck you're eating. Is it a glizzy? You eating that glizzy? Ah, fucking it. Hi, how are you?
This film was originally conceived as Titanic meets The Shining. Ironically enough, if it weren't for modern sinking prevention standards put in place for ocean liners, after the sinking of the real Titanic, the Antonia Grauza, would have sunk purely just from flooding due to the deterioration of the ship over time.
Right. But it's a magical ghost ship. So
magical ghost ship.
Dude, what was with the Mortal Kombat? What was with the Mortal Kombat ending too? Of like all the souls, like
that was the worst CGI scene for me.
That was
really bad.
That
That
awful.
and the
rapture.
the blood filling up in the blood filling up into the pool was pretty bad too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why not just use red water? Let's go for it. Anything else there, good sir?
I have this nice long explanation for things, but I really don't want to get into it. Basically, the movie basically turns around a deal with the devil. At some point in time, Jack Fairman died. His soul went to hell, where the devil proposed him a deal: collect a ship full of sinners' souls to be free, or stay in hell for paying for his sins in an eternity of suffering. Basically, he made a deal with the devil that he would be free if he took all these souls back into hell with him.
So he's
didn't
a
happen.
shittier Jack Sparrow.
What the fuck's on his head, Steve?
I don't even fucking know, man.
What? What did I just miss?
I don't even fucking know. My kid walked by with something on his fucking head, and I didn't even turn to that. I text him to put the dogs in his room, and
don't ask questions.
I want to know. We need to
the guys
know.
want to see what you're wearing, Damien. Come here. Jesus Christ.
I just love Steve's. The fuck is that?
Was it like a
pig
fox mask?
No, turn to the side.
Oh,
okay.
I
Pretty
could not
badass,
tell
if you
it.
ask me.
Oh, what the fuck? Yo, where's your new goat mask, dude?
Yeah, that's pretty
In
sweet,
my
man.
room.
That is a sweet mask.
Yeah, I like that thing. I'm gonna do
boy.
something with that.
Fucking
That sounds kinky. That sounds really kinky.
Oh yeah.
I will have to sign off in a few minutes, guys, because I have to do something. So I'll be on here a little bit more.
Okay, buddy, that's
All right,
fine.
guys.
You go do your stuff, man.
Yeah,
you're on vacation.
I would say you're on
Enjoy
vacation
it.
and you got family, buddy. So
Yeah, man.
All right, so I'll sign off now. So I'm going to sign off
Bob.
now. And yes,
Bob, score.
Ooh, yeah. What's your score, buddy?
Yeah.
I'll write that down right now.
What's
You
your
got it
score?
right? All right.
my score, give it a 3.8 for me.
Okay, buddy.
Oh wow.
And we obviously know the best titties go to the ones we saw. Let's just.
I love that you just brought. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and the douche of the movie is obviously Ferryman. Yes, don't even ask questions. That's
Okay.
And score, I like the score.
3.8.
Okay. Yes.
And then my favorite character, I actually liked Murphy. I wish he was a lot more involved than he was, to be honest.
I agree.
And then ending, I'm going to give the ending itself a 2. I think that ending could have been way fucking better.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, all right, I will catch you guys next Monday. Sorry to have to sign off so early.
No, it's
with
cool,
you.
man.
you're
It's
fine,
all good,
Bubba.
brother.
Yeah, go
Enjoy
see your
your time
family.
with the family, man.
All right,
Love you, buddy.
I love you guys. Have a good show. I'll catch
Love
up with
you,
the rest of you later,
Give
guys.
Mama the best of wishes.
I certainly will.
Yes. Love you, buddy.
And remember to catch Robert on the Machine
And I'll-
Shop every other Wednesday, only on ProjectLouder.net and anywhere else you consume audio-only content.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I'll catch
Knew
you
it.
guys in the chat later, babe.
Right on, buddy.
Later, guys. Love yous.
Have a good time, buddy. Love you, man.
Bye.
All right. Okay. And then there was 4.
The scene where where Ferryman kills Francesca by having a cargo hook stab her neck and lift her in the air was influenced by Black Christmas,
Yeah!
How could you?
where Billy kills
that
Mrs. McHenry in a similar manner.
Steve, real fresh in my mind from the finale of LC. Literally,
The scene
weeks
where
ago.
Francesca seduces Greer and lures him to an elevator shaft where he falls to his death and she turns around and becomes a hideously grotesque figure was a holdover scene from the original script where it was still taking many cues from The Shining. This scene would ultimately be critically panned as being derivative of that said film.
Yep. It's exactly the feel I got from that.
Same.
Heather says woo. Yeah, you don't know woo until you see John and I's couples costume that we're cooking up. That's pictures I sent you guys this morning, and then I watched that movie today.
Can I just say,
yes?
Pictures.
Can I just say the two-tone of that man
is just insane.
It's insane. I don't even. I'm just like I was already. I'm like, wow.
I'm spray tanning you.
I might need. Yeah, I don't. Well,
now I'm gonna have to go back and look through the chat to
I'm
see what the
either
hell
gonna-
it
because
was.
I have no idea what they're talking
I don't
about.
remember either.
Okay, what shirt were you wearing on Saturday? Don't say it out loud. Just think about it. Chad, what shirt were you wearing on Saturday?
Oh,
okay. Now I remember.
yes,
now I remember.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Now-
yes, 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 yes.
We talk salt and pepper.
Yep.
It's not even salt and pepper. Salt and pepper.
Yep.
Yes.
Or was it the other way around? Was this salt and this pepper? What? Either way, I can't wait.
I feel
he
like
was
this was salt and this was pepper.
I think.
Yeah. Yes, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so. And it was the Ahab. It was.
Wow.
This is gonna. Yeah.
That's gonna take some growth.
I'm gonna have to see my. Well, no, I'm gonna actually look at my top lip. It's gonna be weird.
We also discussed bulk and skull.
Yes, we
That
did.
would.
we did.
I would. I'd be totally down for that one as well. That would be great. Fucking A, dude. What else we got, Chad Daddy? Anything else?
Oh no, you're making me think I could put on a few 100 pounds and be Ernie from the juice bar.
With a sweet Hawaiian shirt, dude. That'd be amazing. Wait, would you make like a little foam juice bar that would be like right off your
Yeah.
shoulders?
Oh,
Where
that'd
you'd
be
have to
great.
Oh, like a yes, like
Maybe like the
the cigarette
handlebars that
girls.
Pee Wee Herman was carrying around at the con.
Yes, right. Just like
Yeah.
a small little, just like the side, like something to where it'd be like right here, and then you could almost still like lean on it, be like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And even better if you had like juice boxes in it. So like if like, you saw a Power Ranger and you're like, "Hey,
And
you look thirsty."
here's
Chad's-
a Capri Sun.
Chad's statement that the Power Ranger sidebar is the new Friday the 13th sidebar is correct. And there we
Yeah.
go.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
It's
yes,
been
yes.
consistent in this year.
Son of a
very
bitch.
much so. It's not even that, dude. It's because we always have like an actor or something in there too. So it just leads to that. And I feel like this is the first one in a long time we haven't had a Power Rangers actor.
That is fair.
Yeah. I mean,
Like in
That
the
is
last
fair.
like 5.
I feel like we did a movie and there was a Power Rangers bad guy.
There was.
Recently.
There wasn't American Werewolf. No, that would have been way too.
No. Keep going.
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, so Francesca Rantadini can't speak English, which required director Steve Beck to get a translator on set so that she could understand his commands. This is also why she's not given much dialogue in the film, and what few lines she does have are in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the last of my notes, gentlemen.
Alrighty. So I unfortunately do not have any big questions this week. I was too tired to even think about shit. So unless you guys got any, I think we can
I
dive
have
right
a
in.
question.
Okay, I
have
see.
a
We're going to have to
question
wrap this up
slash
soon because
statement.
TJ's got to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did
what's your
anybody
question?
else
Go ahead.
get annoyed? Did anybody else get annoyed with with that shimmering lighting that they had in the ship that made it look like there was constant water in every single room that they went in, and there was no fucking water? Like there shouldn't have been any kind of that shine. That annoyed the shit out of me. It
Broken
wasn't
mirror
like
in the
it was-
bathtub. You shine a light in a bathtub full of
Yeah.
broken mirrors, and it will create that effect.
and it was just like way overdone. Like
Yeah, I totally know
Way
you're made.
overdone.
Again, just want to remind you, we're still on the water.
Yeah, in case you forgot.
We're not in a hotel somewhere. We are in the
Unlike
water.
our other films, I promise you, we're on the water. You know, we're not in some glass house or
This
some
is-
haunted house. You know,
This is not it. This is not a stage. We are on the water.
yes.
Yeah.
It annoyed
know what?
me.
I will
extremely.
give this movie at least prop because it used miniatures in it, so that was cool. Like I know it was kind of enhanced with CGI, but the fact that they literally built a giant miniature boat and then for the opening scene, and then the aged it up and shit like that for all the exterior shots. That was pretty sweet. You usually don't get that a lot of shit anymore.
I like how they include her blood, like is the thing that sets off the chain of reaction of everything, and
Yeah,
then
that
don't
in the pool,
then
right?
don't do anything about that.
Yeah, nothing comes of it. Like the ferryman was gonna
Do
kill
it
them
regardless.
regardless. So what was the point of that
Making that
drop
shot.
of blood soaking into the fucking boat just
It
so
was
the pool
thirsty.
would fill up? Like it
was
just didn't
thirsty.
make any sense.
It's the
Well-
boat's there to suck souls, not fucking blood. It doesn't capture blood
This isn't vampire ship; it's ghost ship. Damn
or
it!
blood sucking freaks. Exactly.
See,
Like,
I was gonna say it just kind of reminded me of the scene in Evil Dead 2 once he shot his hand and then the blood trickled out and then it sucked back up into the wall and then it just fucking came out at him. Like,
Evil Dead.
obviously not that intense, but
hey!
Nice.
Look how fucking big that thing is.
It's
what
heavy,
she
too.
told us. For
Kandarian broadsword.
yeah, for our audio listeners, he's holding the Evil Dead 2 Trick or Treat
Steven,
Kandarian dagger.
you want to
Ooh.
go, motherfucker?
Dagger off.
This one
Oh,
took Jason
shit.
down.
Well, this one killed a shitload of deadites.
Hey, they came from the same book.
And it killed what's her name at the end there.
Ah, yeah, true that.
Bitch. The hand.
All
right.
I can think of is the damn musical now.
Dude, did you see somebody was selling that? I almost
Yeah.
bought
The
it.
musical?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was selling the. It was the.
It's like a VHS
2004
recording of the stage, one of the
Oh,
stager
dude, I
productions.
love that. I saw it in Vegas. It was, and I was in the first row. It was
Nice.
You got in the
great.
splatter zone.
I was in.
Yeah,
so
buddy.
I was like in row 6, but there wasn't that many people there, so they fucking were like, "Come sit in the front," and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Well, my
Yo.
wife didn't want to move, so they got off the stage during intermission and went and fucking dumped blood on her. It was fucking great. Dude, she was livid, and I'm in the front row just laughing my ass off because she
Oh
was being
my
all grumpy
God.
and didn't want to fucking move.
Brutal.
She's like, "No, I'm fine, I'm fine." And they went to her and fucking squirted blood all over her. It was the best thing ever.
I saw it twice in New York City. The first time I went, I spent way more money to see it, which pissed me off, and I was way farther in the back row. The second time I went with my boys, it was like on a Thursday night. It was $23 for the splatter section, dude. And it was just like,
Nice.
yeah. I paid 60 to fucking be in like row E, way in the fucking back. It's
Yeah.
bullshit. But that's when I got my phone.
You sound like our neighbors. Boom.
Yeah, right.
All right, so douche of the movie? Or I don't know what
No.
format.
Yes, good question, because I'm sure this varies heavily on this episode, which is strange for us because everything's streaming nowadays. John, we got a physical release.
DVD, bro.
Tasty. But you did say there was some supplements on there.
Yeah, there was some documentary bullshit.
Chad?
I have the Scream Factory Blu-ray.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that is
Very-
right.
very
Now,
nice,
What
yes.
are the supplements like on that?
It's loaded.
It's
It
loaded.
is
Okay.
overloaded. Yeah. It is stacked.
Do we have a 2 commentary track like they've been doing with the most of the releases?
I believe so. I'd have to double check, but I think it was.
Yeah.
When did that release? That one.
Relatively not long ago.
I think it was the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Because I just I just got it not long ago, and it has the slipcase.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
I watched it ways that I can't talk about using VPNs. Yes.
Fair enough.
I watched it on Vudu. I got it on Vudu, but my internet kept bogging down, so I had to watch it in SD instead of HDX. So
Wouldn't have made your experience any better.
I'm aware.
Worse. Yeah.
It makes it worse. The CGI is even worse.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Especially when it's upscaled to 4K.
As Heather would say, dush of the movie.
Dush of the movie.
The ferryman.
Yeah, ferryman.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Did she ever see the photo of
Yes,
the sign? She did.
Yeah, when she found she found Murphy in the tank.
Yep.
No, I'm asking, did Heather ever get to see the photo?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Porn?
No.
Yeah. She saw it. Yeah, I sent it to her directly.
Oh, okay. Say she went out. She's like, "Where's the fucking board at?" Okay, there you go. Okay, it takes a while for the comments to come up. Yeah, douche definitely the ferryman. Favorite kill? You know, this is a question that. Oh, you know,
I already know where I'm going.
I know where I'm at.
We already all wooed over it anyway.
Can we
that is
exclude
not
the
mine.
opening scene?
That is not, and that's what I was gonna say.
I
Favorite
feel like-
kill, but not the opening scene.
I was
Yeah,
saying
exclude
it
the
has
opening
to- It
scene.
has to be because like that's too easy.
Mine is Greer's. He's trying to get some ghost ass and then
Oh,
falls down the elevator chute.
Straight up the double honk. Like
Yeah.
"Whoa!"
Yep. That's my favorite kill.
I got to go with Munder getting sucked into the gears. That just
Yeah,
that was just cringeworthy right there.
that was a shitty way to die.
Yeah, Greer for me.
I gotta go hook the chin, dude. I love
Ooh.
hook the chin.
Hook of the chin is
Ooh.
very sweet.
Yeah, and obviously Black Christmas reference. So that's just a little extra. But
Best scene, I'm sure we're all gonna say.
opening scene.
Opening
dude.
scene.
Is this the
Literally.
same studio that would remake Black Christmas a couple years later?
Oh God, is it?
Ooh,
That's a Chad thing. Best scene. I'd say the Inception scene of the dining room. Doing like a reverse time thing.
when Greer's in there
when it
after he's
starts
drinking.
rewinding.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, is like stupid kind of 2000 it is. I also really enjoy the whole scene of like us finally getting all the backstory, even though it is fucking pushed at you at the last second very fast. Like I don't know.
No, they didn't do Black Christmas, but they did
No.
do The Hills Run Red.
Oh, Chad's fave.
Did
Yeah,
And not the spaghetti western.
not the spaghetti
Yeah.
western that was even talked about in the movie.
they? Right. At least they knew. Awesome. So obviously opening scene, hook you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sliced me in. Yes. Yes, and then I feel like Brody hit it perfectly. It was just kind of a steady downhill, maybe a couple little like ups, and then it's just like
It's like they gave up. They were just like, fuck it, let's finish it.
They're like, we're running out of CGI money. We got to do this shit. Boom. Alrighty. Best tits, hottest girl. Best dick, hottest dude.
Francesca
For best tits.
days.
Best dick, I got to give to Munder. It's Carl Urban, man.
Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carl Urban. Definitely.
I'm gonna say Isaiah Washington for best dick
Ooh.
in Francesca.
Say Greer is also a good choice. I'm still probably have to go with Urban, dude. He's dread. Just does it. But and Doom.
I'm gonna go with Santos because he
Yeah?
was a mechanic. He was doing his thing, and he came back as a ghost. Nobody else did.
Pissed off Bernie
And-
Ghost.
And
Yeah.
a total metalhead.
Yeah,
right. And he liked Mudvayne.
Was he
And I
a
like
ghost
Mudvayne.
Vatos?
He was a ghost Vatos.
Oh,
Purest
yeah.
form?
The Pierce. Oh, did the score set the mood?
I suppose so.
Yeah, dude. Early 2000s. You knew totally you're in for something that's definitely not going to challenge you in any way, and it's definitely going to have some shitty editing. So I was like, yeah.
Well said.
Music video.
Let's throw in a random metal song for no.
Yeah,
fucking
best
reason.
song, fucking
Best song?
Mudvayne. Yeah.
That song?
Because that's needed in a fucking horror film.
Freddy versus
It makes
Jason.
it
Hello.
extreme, dude. Extreme.
Okay, when Freddy versus Jason, the end scene hits and that music fucking kicks in, yeah, okay, that's one thing. But this is just a dude jamming out. And they even leave the fucking music in whenever he's like talking to the guy. Like you just hear fucking Mudvayne blasting in the background.
I mean, I can't lie, dude. I definitely get I always get ready to go, dude, when the intro hits and after Freddy does his little monologue and they just throw
That
it in
whole
there.
soundtrack
Jason's
is
walking down the
fucking
street, like,
badass.
I
The
know,
whole
dude.
Freddy versus Jason soundtrack is amazing.
but I feel like that whole film's like, yeah, like that's the whole point. You know what I mean? Like that, yeah, like Brody said, that whole soundtrack is just incredible.
Brody knows. That's right.
Brody knows.
Oh, okay. So, favorite character?
Francesca's titties.
Greer. Greer just wanted to get home to his fiance.
Right?
And he'd be like, nice titties, but not as nice as future Mrs. Greer.
He had to keep reminding. He kept reminding himself and us throughout the entire movie.
Yeah. And he
He let
fucking
it be
survives
out
the
there.
boat explosion.
Oh yeah, yeah, he does.
That's true.
Yeah, just a little cut on his head. He was good to go.
All right. Who you guys got for best or favorite?
I said mine. I wasn't playing.
Francesca's titties.
Francesca's titties are my favorite character. Ghost titties. Can't go wrong with that.
True that. True that.
I'm gonna say the dead captain and his whole like little monologue.
It's kind of. I'm gonna say the ghost girl. I like the ghost girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was real sympathetic. I mean,
that's a good inclusion. She's kind of like a sign before the bad shit happens. You know,
well, she signifies the purity of. You know, she didn't kill herself. She didn't kill anybody. So she's the only pure spirit on that ship. You know what I mean? So
that's a good point. That's a really good point.
Although they say the reason that he couldn't touch her was because, you know, she was free of sin, but she hung herself. That's considered a sin by the Catholic Church.
No, they hung her.
Oh, they hung her. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they dragged her into her room, and that when you're seeing in that whole like, when she brought her into that
those two guys took her in there.
Okay, okay.
I'm bastards.
I didn't make that connection. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
Was it scary?
Scary. No.
I peed myself at least 3 times
from laughing.
Yes.
Laughing at the shitty CGI.
So does it hold up today, gentlemen? Kinda.
No.
Little.
I'll go watch Death Ship.
I haven't watched Death Ship yet. So.
I want to see that now.
I know we keep talking about it.
No joke. I about it.
Yeah.
I don't.
It holds up about as well as any early 2000s horror does, and
yes. So you have to almost take it with a dash of salt when you know you're going into it.
Yeah.
Not a grain, a dash.
Dash.
Yeah.
I love it. That's a fucking t-shirt now. Just a dash of salt. Take it with a dash of salt.
with a cartoon John. Just
that's right.
That's a Johnnyism. That's the first Johnnyism.
It's gonna be an open head salt shaker on a shitty fucking. Holy fuck. Acting, good or bad?
The acting was pretty good.
Yeah, acting was really good. Yeah, it was really good acting.
Fucking A. Yeah, it was not terrible. So cinematography.
You know, I kind of like it at times, and then other times it was like, this fucking editing is shit, and it completely hampers anything cool about this shot. And then the production design is just everything's brown and drab and rusty. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. You're on a fucking like ocean liner that's been out at sea for X amount of years, right? But like, I feel like it could have been creepier. I just felt like they did the bare minimum of just like, okay, it looks like a haunted house or a haunted ship or whatever the fuck. And then they went through. I mean, I think things should be on par with like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. Like, that's creepy as fuck. Like, that's the type of feelings you want to elicit whenever you do your production design. I just feel like this film lacked of that, and that kind of hampered the overall look and tone of the film, especially cinematography wise, because I think it could have been a lot scarier than it actually was. I think they just kind of supplemented the lack of production design with darker scenes, and I don't think that works as well.
I see what you're getting at, and I think that they could have taken a few examples from Deep Rising as far as ship interiors.
Yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah, because they were going especially like towards the end when they're going down different hallway. Although that end scene itself is all the same hallways, just back and forth. But no, I know what you're saying. Like, I see what you're saying. I mean, they probably only built like 2 to 3 interior rooms.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, compare this to the Titanic.
You know what?
The ship or the movie?
The movie.
No, I've never seen it either.
Well, the interiors of that ship, I just feel like are grand and shit, and they talk about how grand and shit it is, and I just think that ship looks fucking more grand than this, and this was like what 60 years later.
Well, that ship was more grand than that. It was a luxury liner, the queen of the luxury liners.
But this is 60 years later.
That doesn't matter. You're dealing with the Titanic was a much bigger ship. It was I don't even know how else to put it. Like, it was the luxury liners, and it was the Cadillac of luxury liners.
Though, and for the time too, like the designs and you know that they had for inside the ship was more grand, and it was more, that old style that you just know is fancy.
Art
And
Deco.
so,
Now, Brody, you
yeah.
could say bigger budget, but then a lot of it was sucked up by that fucking CGI, I bet.
But James Cameron.
Also, remember
He raises the
that
bar.
the Titanic sunk in what, 1918? 1912, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, remember, ship travel was still the primary source of international travel back then too.
Correct.
So, you want to ride in style versus just a casual cruise on an Italian liner.
Well, again,
but then again, too,
they mentioned that this
wasn't as
supposed to be
great.
Yeah. And this is supposed to be the stylish version. Again, back to the production design issues that I have. I think it just kind of affected the whole film. Yeah.
It's no glass house. Did you enjoy the premise at least?
Yeah, no.
I did, but I think the execution wasn't as good as the premise itself.
I think the other one has Nazi ghosts on a ship.
I think so.
So
yeah, that's a cool premise.
We'll say the original premise that they scrapped sounded cooler than what we got.
Yep. Yeah, I'd rather go with the weird ghost shining heist film.
Like, give me the that feels way more like Shining than where they're trying to make this. Like, I understand they're trying to make this like Shining, but I did not feel it at all. Like, to me, like,
take out two characters, take out maybe Greer and Santos, whatever his name is.
But then you lose your F.
Yeah, you liked Greer.
Yeah, I understand that, but are they really necessary for the story? Especially seeing that the way they get rid
there
of
was only
Greer.
supposed to be 4 characters in the
Exactly
story, so
the
you have to have
captain,
your captain, right?
Juliana, Dodge,
yep,
and then
maybe Greer there. Then you just throw in Greer with them.
Okay, I can see that then. Okay, then that's fine then. Then that would be the core 4.
Yeah, because you could just as easily take out Munder.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough.
All right, make it happen.
Working on the script right now. Hold on.
All right. So recycle, rewind, or remake.
I would like to recycle this right into the stockpile of other shitty films that I probably won't watch again after watching it on this movie for this podcast. So
I'd say remake with the original concept.
That's what I'm going with.
I'd rather watch Death Ship.
Fair enough. I'm gonna have to go with the remake with the original though, dude. Like, that just sounds awesome. Like, I want that whole like mind game fuck.
And Brody put it in for perspective. It's ghost shit.
Ghost shit. Yeah. Yeah, but didn't he give it a no?
He gave it a 2.8.
2.8.
Yeah, Bobby gave it the 3.8.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, speaking of fucking scores, let's wrap this motherfucker up and score this thing. So with Bobby's Bobby's 3.8.
3.8.
And then John's.
I'm gonna have to agree with Brody, dude. I think 2.8 sounds about right for me.
I'm gonna give it a 2.8. Chad's gonna give it a
3.2.
3.2.
A little better, but still, it's not a perfect film.
And lastly, but not least, Scuba Steve.
2.9.
2.8. Do we want to throw Brody's in there too?
Nah.
Divided by 5. 3.1 out of 5.
All right.
Fair enough.
Feels like a good 3.
Yeah.
Actually, you got a little bit higher, so nice. All righty. And that leads us into what are we doing next week, gentlemen?
Stay alive.
The fuck is that?
Nice.
That is a Bobby pick. That's what that is.
Staying alive?
Stay alive.
Stay alive.
Not staying alive.
Is that shitty fucking...
It's a
That's
shitty
not what I
horror
thought
video
it
game
was.
movie, but I love it.
God damn it.
love
Why
that
the fuck
fucking
do you
movie.
guys keep making me watch this fucking trash? God damn
That is not
motherfuckers.
the
I
game
fucking hate this shit. You're constantly 2 back-to-back fucking early 2000s fucking garbage films, and it's just, I've got to give them fucking shit scores, making me watch my entire fucking childhood that I'm trying to fucking forget here with this garbage fucking cinema. Thanks, Wes Craven, for ruining horror for me, by the way. But, like, fuck. Okay, and with that
What was
being
this
said...
again? They're inside a video game. It's like a horror video game.
Yeah, if you die in the fucking game,
I don't.
you fucking die in real life. Oh.
Yeah, if you die in the game, you die in real life. I fucking loved that movie.
After watching the fucking CGI,
Oh my
you're not
God,
gonna want to
I have.
fucking. Yeah, it's Poop Town. It's about as fucking Poop Town as you go. It's like if you go to Poop Town and then you go in the fucking bathroom in Poop Town and then you go sit on the fucking toilet in Poop Town. That's what this fucking whole fucking movie is.
As soon as I just saw the picture of, as soon as I saw the picture of Frankie Muniz, I was like, "Yep, I have seen this movie." Good old Frankie Muniz.
Frankie fucking Muniz. God. What the hell was he even in?
Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm.
Exactly. I'd rather fucking watch Lawnmower Man 2.
Ooh. Don't make me do it.
I gotta go to work. End it, John.
All right. On that note.
That's one of the greatest rants ever.
That was pretty good. I am your Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying adios, Gorehounds.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Daddy saying, see you next week, bitches.
Steve saying, see you later, baby.
And this is the Pod Boss, TJ Bowser, saying, I'll see you guys later.